Hey, welcome back to WorldwideGiantGrowers.com. Here we are today. We got the drip tape roll on the back of the tractor. We're pulling out the links. We got a pre-measured length. Go ahead and pull that out, Eli. And what we're doing, walking it back. We've got to make like 100 of these. We're going to put a drip tape every foot. So we're going to do 100 of these. We cut them off, and then we're going to take them over here, and we got to put a cap on the end. Here's my bucket of fittings from last year and the years before. All right. And here, Eli, you hold the camera there for a second. Just don't hit any buttons. Okay, what I'm going to do here is slip on this drip tape. All right. It's Drip Tape Irragation. If you go to Dan at Columbus Irrigation in Ashland, Ohio, Dan, great guy. He will give you service. He doesn't just sell you this stuff like you do on the internet with no service. He will service you. He will tell you how to put this stuff together, troubleshoot your issues over the phone. It's hard to find service like that, and he knows what he's talking about. We just put the plug end on here, and now we'll wrap this up, and we're going to walk over. And all right, Eli, you want to film?
Yeah, I'm trying to. That's the first time I ever did this.
Follow me over here. All right, Eli's getting his camera days in. We've laid the trunk line down through here. All right, here's our valve. We got a valve so we can open and close it. We run 100. It's 110 feet to the end. And what we've done is taken our drip tape. This tool here. This tool here actually punctures the line. We've taken our main trunk line, we've installed all the valves. And I put a marker every foot, punctured a hole with this tool, put the valve in, and then we attach the drip tape. Actually, we'll do one out here ahead of the game. And actually, it's very easy stuff. You can see it opens up, has a tapered nipple here. All right. Put the tapered nipple on here, slide it on there till you get a little bit of excess. You need to get like 1/8 of an inch past the edge of the nipple, the crown of the nipple. Tighten it on there. Bingo, baby, bingo. Then Bubba slides on his shoes. Here's the here's your garden shoes. Some guys like to tie them onto their feet. I like to just do like this. All right. So I'm not compacting the soil, even though we're on sand, and I think with sand it's not as critical. If you're walking on the soil, I'll get on the board. Like the pumpkin vines, the drip tape will run under the board, and you can see the blue mark on the top of the tape. The emitters are on this blue side. You want the emitters pointing up to the sky. If the emitters are down, which would almost seem logical to have them down, they'll get dirt and stuff in them. And if they get dirt in them, there's an emitter every 12 inches that makes a 12-inch circle. So we have spaced these 12 inches apart on the main header. So you want the blue stripe up. It's just like laying sod. Green side up, green side up. With drip tape, it's blue stripe up. We'll throw that over there. There you go, there's our first drip tape. As you can see, the plants are growing good. Show them the plants, Eli. And then here, I'll take over with the camera. What we've done here today, the plants are actually doing much better now. They're starting to take off. We got some sunshine. This plant here is probably 12 feet long, which isn't a monster for June 30th, but hey, it is what it is for our second batch of plants that went in. What I've done here is I've taken today and pulled some of the vines back, staked them down, put some dirt over them, and they're calling for rain tomorrow, so we're kind of holding on, but it's time. We got to get this drip tape laid out because this whole place will be covered in plants in no time. As you can see, Eli's been out here burying some vines. We've got, Barry had a few nodes. Barry did a node here, and now you can see this white root. This white root that pops off, this is the top of your node. Oh, we have a little pumpkin too. Pumpkin on that one? Yeah, there's a pumpkin on here, but we'll pinch this pumpkin off. This plant is nowhere big enough to have a pumpkin. This little pumpkin will probably open in, probably 5 to 6 days, I'm gonna guess. But hey, it's way too early. We don't want the plant wasting energy, so we just snap these off. That little white root though, we want that white root. If we had the seed starter here, I'd bury it with the seed starter from Morgan's compost. But for now, I'm here. I'll just show you how to bury them. That's about all you need to do. Just cover it up. It'll throw a root into the ground, so you'll get double the root system. But that plant, as I can show you, is way too small to even think about setting a pumpkin. I would even come out here and I would take, let me get my shoes. I will take, and this little pumpkin, ain't no point in even having it on there. It's just wasting energy. Pinch it off. We want the plant to think plant, plant, plant. No pumpkins. It's too early. All right, Eli, hey, the bag. What do we do with the raffle bag? We're gonna pull a winner. Winner chicken dinner for a 6-pack of Mark's mixes. And here you go. Eli's put the boards out, cement blocks and boards, so the vines can grow underneath the board. This is Bubba's own design. I started doing this in 2011 when I grew my 260-pound watermelon. I did this in my watermelon house. And then I started doing it with my pumpkins. And it's actually a pretty good way to go. Most people, instead of having the raised, elevated plank, they throw the board directly on the ground. I don't like that. The roots will grow under there. The roots grow underneath the board, and then you're walking on the board, you'll be busting up roots. All right, we've got our secondaries. People say, hey, you're talking about secondaries. What's a secondary? Here's a secondary. It's coming off that main vine. It's your first vine coming off of there. It's growing. Eli's got this directed under the plank. And then what we do is we come down, and you want to pinch off these tertiaries. This is the tertiary. Pinch it right off when it's little. Here's another one. You come in here, see that little tertiary? We're gonna pinch it right off. There you go. Come down here. I haven't been down here in a few days. Here's a little white root. That little white root should be buried. Bury it in soil. Good. Now it'll throw a root. Come down the next one, same thing. This is a secondary, so it stays, not a tertiary. Little pumpkin, way too early. Pinch it off. All right. Bubba loves to pinch one off. All right, so there you go. There you have it. Now what we decided was these two plants here we planted at the same time. This is a 1768 Clements. All right. We decided to keep them both. This is the Pete Caspers, my good friend Pete from Iowa. This is his, I think it's 1478, 14 something. Pete Caspers. It's in an earlier video. We'll have to double check those numbers. We're going to keep them both. We're going to let Pete's plant grow out. We're going to let the 1768 Clements that I've never ever grown, because it's such a big, beautiful plant, we're going to let it go. All right. So here we go. That's what we're doing. Don't want to make too long-winded of a video, but this is the latest pumpkin update. Tonight we're going to water in some merit. We're going to give them a little bit of merit. And tomorrow we're going to get this drip tape going so that we can start watering with this sand. If it doesn't rain, and Lord knows we've had enough rain, but if it doesn't rain in the heat of the summer, we're going to just hammer this sand with waterings every day. That tank up there holds about 300 gallons, and we may have to fill that twice a day if it gets hot and dry. But hey, here you go. Here's what y'all been waiting for. Bubba's the man. Eli's the man. Morgan's composting. Show us the bag. Dairy do, baby. Dairy do, veggie do, and Bubba do. Bubba and Eli do. All right, who are you going to put? Who's going to be the 6-pack winner? This time, the winner does pay their own shipping, as it's getting quite costly. I can give away product, but it's the blah, 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 blah. Robert Sanders. Robert Sanders, you are the winner of the 6-pack. Contact me at mark@worldwidegiantgrowers.com is my email. We can arrange getting the product shipped to you. All right? And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for growing. Ask any questions below. But here we're at. We're way behind June 30th. But hey,
We'll get something big.
Eri's not giving up, and he's taking care of these. For the last 2 weeks, I haven't been over here maybe 20 minutes in the last 2 weeks. I haven't done squat diddly dang diddly ding dang dong. So Eri kept him alive, got me fired up. If we have a late fall, and it does, you know, lately the weather's changing, climate change, global warming, call it what you will. We haven't had frost in September in years, which is very unusual, because as when we were kids, Eri and I, we had frost every year like clockwork. By September 10th, there was frost every single year. And now that doesn't occur anymore. So the climate is changing. And what I'm saying is we could have an extended growing season. We got a really late start here, but with some good fall temps, we might be weighing a monster in the 3rd week of October. There's a way off in Wisconsin. It's not a big way off, it's not a big payoff, but hey, it'll be an official Great Pumpkin Commonwealth way off where you could take a late fruit and still qualify. But hey, subscribe to my other channel. I'm gonna link this up with another video. Subscribe and comment, and you're entered. You could possibly be our next Robert Sanders and win a 6-pack of Mark's Mixes garden nutrients. All right, man, keep them growing, man. And stay tuned for our next videos with some more information on using Morgan's Compost Company's products. All right, man, say see you later, Eri.
Bye.
Bubba's still alive, so life is good. Talk to you soon, man.